come on over here and unpack your drink.
Everything's coming up roses.
I'm not surprised you're not finding what you want. I used to have more interesting stock. Then Lionel Cashier robbed me.
Lionel? Of the odds and bobs?
Sure. Went out a fly, model citizen. Where do you think his stock comes from? We haven't had a factory since the late, great, thing we don't talk about. I told the bobbies, but they just laughed. He pays them off, you know.
You don't believe him, do you?
Well, supposing I were to lend you a hand.
You're not serious?
Let's suppose that bullet-headed Bobby wound up somehow in the bin near the odds and bobs. There'd be a nice commission on whatever of my stuff we retrieve.
You're going to attack a policeman?
Don't get all up on your high horse. Who kens what I'm going to do from day to day?
Careful. You know how there's all that joy gas in there? It's going to make you throw up. You better wear a gas mask. You know what joy does to you.
For God, for Harry and St. George.
Careful, Ollie. You know what joy does to you.
Yeah.
Simon Says, step on one lit platform.
Take a flying fuck at the moon! Wait, I didn't say Simon Says.
Ollie!
There's no one here but us ravens.
You did it. Here's some joy. You can never have too much joy, can you? Happiness is a choice. Simon Says, step on two platforms.
Simon Says, go drown yourself in the river!
Fantastic! You did it! Here's some joy. You can never have too much joy, can you? Happiness is a choice. Step on three lit platforms. Ha 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 ha! I didn't say Simon Says. Now, Simon Says, step on three lit platforms.
Back in your ma's fanny, you wank stain!
Fantastic! You did it! Here's some joy. You can never have too much joy, can you? Happiness is a choice. Now, for the last challenge, Simon Says, step on all the lit platforms.
Act Toon and Max Snell, you bloody charlatan! Ball your head! You're the first wee dick that's ever made me long for the real Jack!
Be sure to enjoy your day.
We don't want any trouble here.
I'm not looking for trouble. I just have a wee thirst, if that's no bother to you.
Is that Eddie McMillan?
Is that Eddie McMillan?
Playboy's broke his legs, fuckers. My legs don't work right.
Why doesn't he have crutches?
Have you no crutches?
I had crutches, but when I woke up, they were gone. Do you think that somebody took them?
He was in the class just before me.
Friend of yours?
He was sweet. He was always saving birds that fell out of nests.
I bet I could make you some crutches with a few pointy sticks and some duct tape.
Lovely day for it.
I made you some crutches.
You're good. What's your name? I'm Eddie.
Ollie Starkey.
You're good, Ollie. You're very, very good.
I've seen worse weather than this.
Do you know how long it takes for broken legs to get unbroken?
Bob's your uncle, Farry's your aunt.
How can I help you?
Say, you look like a man who knows his way around town. I have a client who likes to collect things. Very powerful man. He has quite a few employees, but he'd rather they not know about his private interests. Colonel Lawrence has a very special item. A taxidermied dog. My client is quite anxious to add it to his collection.
Is there anything special about this dog?
No. It's just a peculiar stuffed dog. There's nothing inside it or nothing. But it's just very important that you deliver it undamaged.
He's lying.
I think you might be right about that.
Of course I'm right about that. Well, look, come back with it and I will make it worth your while.
There you are.
Righto.
Sorry you had to see that. Couldn't be...
Well, of course there are flies. You left the doors wide open.
In case you hadn't noticed, dear Dad is starting to stink like a pork chop on some holiday.
Well, obviously we can't keep him here any longer.
Oh, then perhaps you two would like to arrange the burial with your half of the inheritance.
I should think those costs would be shared.
Regina and I don't go in for fancy rituals. The man's dead. He won't appreciate the fuss.
Well, the body has got to go.
Surely cremation would be cheaper.
A few pounds cheaper. But we're still stuck with the remnants.
At least an urn doesn't need its diaper changed.
Suppose we just plop him out in the street after sundown. Don't the jubilators take care of these things?
But what if people see us doing it? A war hero and all? I'd hate anyone to think poorly of Ned and me.
We have our reputation to keep up.
The man's the only war hero we've got. Not scraps to be disposed of.
If you two are so set on turning this into a celebration, go ahead. But Ed and I are not paying for your victory party.
I wonder what taxidermy costs.
Not cheaper than burning him, I shouldn't think.
Isn't there a freezer downstairs?
You are not putting our father in there with my pies. I slaved over those.
You know perfectly well how delicious they are. So I'll thank you to show a little respect.
Someone ought to give that man a decent burial.
Oh, Colonel, you have come a very long way from the honours of Ramsgate, have you not? You didn't deserve bairns such as these.
What are you doing
Can't
there?
hide forever.
Let's turn that frown upside down.
We all get what's coming to us in the end.
Who are you?
You won't get away with it! Sure! They've got blood all over them! How'd you get... Look! They've got blood on their hands! Well, I guess we'll meet in hell.
Why do you think he's so anxious to get this ridiculous dog?
I dinna ken. Do you think there's something inside of it?
Lovely day for it.
Ollie Starkey, I don't suppose you're looking for a job?
I'm afraid that's not in my wheelhouse. Good luck to you.
We don't want to buy anything. We already have a religion. Charity begins at home. Goodbye.
You need to look like someone they can trust.
Oh, are you a repairman?
Lovely day for it.
Oh, I don't know that we have anything that needs fixing.
Not so fast. A fine, strapping young repairman like young...
Ollie!
It would be such a shame if we sent him away, and then it turned out that something did need fixing.
Let's have a quick check, shall we?
1, 2, 3, 3.5.
Oh, looks like we found a few small things. Will you take a look?
Right, I could just sort of walk around the house and see if anything needs to be sorted.
Oh, Ollie! You must come to the kitchen. Our refrigerator has stopped working.
Oh, no, we can't have that. Let's have a look-see.
It suddenly got very hot in here. And maybe that's the problem.
With the refrigerator?
It was fine. And then it just broke.
I'm not quite sure how a refrigerator breaks this way. Unless someone put a pry bar to it, but I think I can patch it up all right.
How lucky. For the refrigerator. Where is that? Mustn't watch it or it won't boil.
Oh, you simply must help us with our popper.
I'm not sure I want to test a copper popper. The constables are a prickly lot.
Oh, you don't want poor, sweet little old ladies like ourselves at the mercy of marauding downers and wastrels, do you?
Looks like someone yanked open the side panel, stabbed a hole in the works with a knitting needle, poured in a cup of Earl Grey tea, and shorted out the electrics, if I had to guess.
Oh, such an eye for details. A lady could get lost for hours in those eyes.
There. That should work now, if you ever need company.
Oh, we like your company.
What's amiss with your loo?
Oh, it seems to be cracked.
Funny. Looks like you got hit by a hammer.
Oh, sometimes I can be so clumsy.
I'll patch it then.
Oh, you have such nimble hands.
You're not very good at taking hints.
If someone wants something, they could just come out and say it. Anything else need fixing? Maybe something in that locked bedroom?
Oh, we're all out of broken things.
Maybe more things.
How would you ladies fancy a wee sparkle in your tea?
Oh, maybe just a taste.
Medicinal purposes, I suppose.
Plenty for everyone. A working loo is worth celebrating.
As long as we're having a party, maybe we could go someplace more comfortable.
I thought you'd never ask. I suppose that's not the worst thing that's happened to me since my house fell down. And there are Lionel's cats.
Aren't you at least going to leave them something in return?
Margaret, how much did you...
I don't want to talk about it.
That's for the best, I think.
How's the family?
The cats! That's marvellous! You didn't have to go above and beyond the call of duty?
Laddie, you have no idea.
Well, here you go, as promised.
You have an extra day, have you?
I'm terribly sorry, sir. The executive committee have decided to close the parade to visitors for the duration.
Duration of what?
They neglected to specify, sir. But I have been specifically informed that it is unrelated to the dispersion of plague. So, you may put your mind at ease in that regard.
Then how the fuck am I supposed to get to the parade, you bell-headed turd?
Perhaps you can dig a tunnel, sir. Good luck.
For fuck's sake! He wasn't helping me anyways.
Aren't there already tunnels?
For the train tracks, oh sure, but there's no way past the hatch on the other side. Believe me, I've tried.
Then how does the Mottling get to the village from the mines on Apple Holm?
You're right, there must be tunnels. I've no idea where.
Do I have to spell it out for you?
Dr. Faraday! Oh, yes, she designed the Mottling flow system. Oh, she's got to have the blueprints for the Mottling tunnels.
Bravo, Ollie. One day you won't need me anymore.
Don't you start talking nonsense, lassie. I'll go see Dr. Faraday. So the parade's locked up tighter than a vicar's bumhole. Lovely. But there's the Mottling tunnels. Dr. Faraday has to have a map. Maybe she'll let me make a copy.
Sister would have never even brought this up.
Hello! Somebody!
I am hearing you. I'm listening very carefully. That's how I know how wrong you are. Oh.
Hey! What are you doing there? Give up, and I won't smash. Ooh! Ah! Ooh! Ooh! Ah! Our own wee Bannockburn.
Why did they lock up Dr. Faraday?
Thank God! We've been cooped up there forever. Absence makes the heart grow fonder, but there's been an absence of absence, I'm afraid.
James, you don't have to air our dirty laundry to every stranger that passes by.
If you do the wash, we wouldn't have so... Anyway, this is Ollie Starkey.
Who's he when he's at home?
We served together at Ramsgate.
Oh, Ramsgate. Sorry to intrude.
Jealousy doesn't look good on you, Roger.
You wouldn't happen to ken the whereabouts of Dr. Faraday?
Not actually sure. She was always talking about making a portal in the universe. It sounds ridiculous, but Roger says, well, we're a little worried she succeeded.
Don't tell anyone. If she has gone for good, we're out of work.
I was sort of hoping... Well, she designed the Mottling pipes under the city, didn't she?
Oh, yes. That was one of the first things she did on her own, after Mr. Faraday went on holiday.
You're not going down into those tunnels, are you? It's like tangled hair down there. You know, like what's in the shower drain because certain people don't clean it.
I was hoping there might be, blueprints.
There must be, but the place is such a mess and she blew it up. The Bobbies won't even let us downstairs to water the plants.
If Dr. F comes back and they're all dead, we'll never hear the end of it.
Oh, that's too bad.
Ollie, they want you to do it.
Well, then why didn't they... I could water them for you.
Oh, would you? We could try and dig up your plans while you do.
Once again, the heroes of Ramsgate save the nation.
Easy peasy, lemon squeezy.
We'll make a gardener of you yet.
You take your joy immediately.
I think we found your blueprints.
Brilliant. Give us a look then.
The thing is, we need someone to pollinate the flowers down there.
pollinate is your bum out the window.
You can't expect a soldier to know about flowers, James.
Well, we can't go down there, can we?
It's my bee cannon.
It's her bee cannon.
Well, she made it for me.
I thought you were worried about pollinating the plants.
All right, fine. Here's the bee cannon. You'll love it. It's got cannon in its name.
What am I to do with that?
Just find some bees, suck 'em up, go to the flowers, spit 'em out.
I'll do my best. Bees. There's no bloody bees in the village. Ah, damn it, it's back to the garden district, isn't it?
So tired. So very tired.
Sometimes I wake up screaming, and I've not even slept. Poor bees. They're the only ones around here clever enough to plan for winter, and now they're pretty much fucked.
You're Father Nature.
It's not the town I remember. It's all scrambled up in my memory. Some of the buildings, I can't see at all until I'm close to them. Then they pop into view with everything I ever saw happening in them. And I turn my back, and they're gone again.
I think there's someone here, Ollie.
Who? Where?
The doors of your perception have to be cleansed. Listen! Listen! Oh, listen!
Margaret?
Her ghost. She's the real Margaret. I'm just a figment of your imagination.
Why are you here?
She can't hear you. Margaret, why are you here on Wednesday's Hill? I died upon this hill. I was betrayed in another place. Tis here I was killed, and my body hidden in the ground.
This is where the Germans shot you.
But why are you still here? Innocents have been sacrificed in this place for the time out of mind. To wish something here is to shape the nature of things. I wished for revenge. Now I am held here until the man begs forgiveness of me, who betrayed me to my death, or until he is judged.
Oh, I'll make him ask forgiveness, all right.
Of his own free will must he ask. But without memory, forgiveness cannot be asked. And without asking, there cannot be forgiveness. So I am doomed to walk this hill until then. Remember me. A Jew. A Jew. A Jew.
I'll make him remember then. Whenever I next see him, I'll make him remember, all right.
Are we really going to come back from Germany when it's all over?
It's hard to make predictions, especially about the future.
That's not very informative.
No, it's not.
What are the Germans like?
They're clean people, very orderly, fond of music. Take them one man at a time, and they're no worse than Englishmen. Put them in a mob and frighten them, and I'm sure they're no better.
Is that why all the grown-ups are so scared? Should I be scared?
I get a little more frightened every day I'm alive.
Please don't hurt me.
No! Please stop!
Look out! Arm yourselves!
Please! No, please! I give up! Bandit!
Find the killer!
Buzz off! Didn't you think that was funny? Crickets. Bloody crickets.
Maybe they found your blueprints by now.
You take your joy immediately.
Well, look at that.
There's a tunnel, but it's a bit dark.
It's under the Uncle Jack fan club.
They don't like you very much. Why?
We have a sort of disagreement about whether Uncle Jack's a very fine, funny fellow or a rotten, murdering, collaborationist traitor.
So that's why you smash all the televisions.
Roger, manners.
Have you got an escape plan for after you talk to the executive committee?
Why would I need an escape plan? I'm just going to tell the executive committee what's going on in the village. They're not going to shoot the messenger, are they? Then I'll just go back to my...
Home in the train station.
How would I escape, anyway?
Oh, I know. The parade float.
It'd be ridiculous, Roger.
What are you talking about?
The Uncle Jack fan club. They bring a giant balloon to the Battle of Flowers parade every year. It's enormous. It's supposed to be his head. Well, that could carry you away to, well, wherever the winds take you.
I suppose if I'm in the club anyway, I might as well grab the float. If nothing else, no one will have to look at Jack's head floating across the village on May Day.
You will need quite a lot of helium to fill it.
Oh, I'll jump off that bridge when I get to it.
Look, empty hydrogen tanks.
What am I going to do with empty ones?
The label, DSIR, the Department of Scientific and Industrial Research. Well, you know, in Arkwright Labs. In the parade.
You think we can get the deposit back?
They must have full ones there.
Oh, what did I ever do to deserve you, Margaret? All right. I've got a map of the tunnel into the parade. Seems like I need to get in through the Jacobean Club. God, I hate Uncle Jack.